The journey of a dreamer. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young girl named Aisha. From an early age, Aisha was known for her dreamer spirit. She would often gaze at the sky, imagining herself as a great artist, painting the world in colors that represented her emotions. However, in her village, art was not considered a viable career. It was merely a hobby. Despite this, Aisha held on to her dreams tightly. Aisha's family struggled to make ends meet. Her father was a farmer, and her mother took care of the home. They worked tirelessly, but there was never enough money for luxuries, including art supplies. Aisha would often use whatever she could find around the house, a broken crayon, leftover paints from her mother's crafts, or even mud, to create her masterpieces. One day, while wandering in the fields, Aisha stumbled upon an old man painting a landscape. His strokes were fluid and full of life, and Aisha was mesmerized. She approached him, curious about his work. The old man noticed her interest and smiled. "Art is not just about colors, it's about expressing who you are," he told her. Aisha's heart soared as he spoke, igniting a passion within her. The old man, who introduced himself as Mr. Malik, became her mentor. He saw potential in Aisha and decided to teach her the fundamentals of painting. They would meet every weekend in the fields, where he would guide her in using different techniques, from watercolor to oil paints. Each session brought Aisha closer to her dream and filled her with hope. However, as her skills improved, so did the whispers of doubt from the village. People would often tell her that art was a foolish pursuit. "You'll never make a living as an artist," they said. But Aisha chose to ignore the negativity. She reminded herself of Mr. Malik's words and the joy she felt when she painted. Determination became her armor against the criticism. Aisha's first big challenge came when her father fell ill. The family was plunged into a financial crisis, and her parents needed her to help with the farm. Aisha was torn between her responsibilities at home and her passion for art. She felt guilty for wanting to pursue her dreams while her family struggled. But deep down, she knew she couldn't abandon her passion. Aisha decided to combine her love for painting with her responsibility. She began painting scenes of the village and the beauty of nature around her. With Mr. Malik's encouragement, she organized an art exhibition in the village square, showcasing her works. She hoped that by doing this, she could raise funds for her family and also gain recognition as an artist. The day of the exhibition arrived, and Aisha was filled with both excitement and fear. As villagers gathered, she stood nervously beside her paintings. Some were curious, while others scoffed at the idea of a young girl thinking she could be an artist. But as people began to look closely at her work, a transformation started to happen. They could see the emotions and stories captured in her art. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the village square, people started to appreciate Aisha's paintings. They marveled at how she had captured their lives, their laughter, their struggles, and their dreams. By the end of the evening, Aisha sold several pieces, and the money she earned went directly to her family's needs. More importantly, she earned respect from her community. Encouraged by her success, Aisha continued to paint and sell her artwork. With the support of Mr. Malik, she applied to a prestigious art school in the city. The application process was challenging, filled with rigorous requirements and intense competition. Aisha poured her heart into her portfolio, showcasing her journey as an artist. When the acceptance letter arrived, Aisha felt a rush of joy mixed with fear. She was thrilled to have a chance to study art professionally, but she also worried about leaving her family and the village behind. Aisha knew this was a pivotal moment in her life. It was time to take a leap of faith. After discussing it with her parents, they encouraged her to pursue her dreams. Moving to the city was overwhelming for Aisha. The pace of life was fast, and the competition was fierce. She found herself surrounded by talented artists, all vying for the same opportunities. Doubts crept in, and Aisha often questioned if she belonged there. But every time she felt discouraged, she remembered her village, her family, and the love she had for art. As she settled into her studies, Aisha faced numerous challenges. Some of her classmates were more skilled, and criticism from professors stung her deeply. She often felt like giving up, but with each setback, she reminded herself of the importance of perseverance. Slowly but surely, her talent began to shine through. Aisha started to find her unique voice as an artist. One day, Aisha had the opportunity to present her work in front of a panel of renowned artists. This was a defining moment for her. The night before her presentation, she was filled with anxiety. However, as she prepared, she visualized the support of her family and Mr. Malik. They were her foundation, and she could not let fear hold her back. During her presentation, Aisha poured her heart into her words. She spoke about her journey, her struggles, and the love she had for art. As she showcased her paintings, she could feel the connection with the audience. Her passion resonated, and by the end of the presentation, she received a standing ovation. This moment solidified her belief in herself. After finishing her studies, Aisha faced another crucial choice: to remain in the city or return to her village. While the city offered numerous opportunities, her heart was always tied to her roots. She decided to return home, hoping to inspire others in her village to follow their dreams, just as she had. Back in the village, Aisha established an art studio where she offered free painting classes to children and aspiring artists. She believed in nurturing creativity and encouraging the next generation to express themselves. Her studio became a safe haven for young dreamers, just like her. Over time, the village began to transform. Aisha's work inspired others to pursue their passions, regardless of societal expectations. People started to appreciate the value of art in their lives. Aisha organized community art projects that brought everyone together, fostering a sense of unity and creativity. As her influence grew, Aisha was invited to showcase her work in galleries across the region. She began to gain recognition not just as an artist, but also as a community leader. She used her platform to advocate for arts education and the importance of self-expression. Years passed, and Aisha's dream continued to evolve. She opened a community center dedicated to the arts, offering workshops, exhibitions, and cultural events. The center became a vibrant hub for creativity, attracting visitors from neighboring towns and cities. Aisha's story reached the ears of many, including local media, and she was invited to share her journey on various platforms. She spoke about the importance of resilience, passion, and community support. Her experiences resonated with many, inspiring countless individuals to pursue their dreams. One day, as Aisha was reflecting on her journey, she received a letter from Mr. Malik. He had been following her success from afar and was immensely proud of her accomplishments. In his letter, he reminded her of the day they met and how he believed in her potential. Aisha was filled with gratitude. She had not only fulfilled her dream, but had also honored her mentor's faith in her. Aisha began to mentor aspiring artists in her community, just as Mr. Malik had once done for her. She held workshops that focused not only on technical skills, but also on the importance of believing in oneself. Her mission was clear: to empower others to chase their dreams, regardless of their circumstances. As her community flourished, Aisha also worked to address the economic challenges faced by her village. She collaborated with local businesses to promote the arts and create job opportunities for residents. She believed that creativity could lead to economic growth, and her efforts began to bear fruit. One day, Aisha received an unexpected invitation to speak at an international conference on the arts and education. Nervous yet excited, she prepared her speech, eager to share her journey with a global audience. She wanted to inspire others to recognize the transformative power of art in their lives and communities. At the conference, Aisha captivated the audience with her story. She spoke about her struggles, the importance of support, and the impact of art on society. By the end of her presentation, many were moved to tears, and Aisha received a standing ovation. This experience solidified her belief that sharing her story could make a difference. Following the conference, Aisha was approached by various organizations interested in collaborating on projects that promoted arts education. She seized these opportunities to expand her reach and influence. Her passion for art was contagious, and she was determined to create lasting change. Years later, Aisha reflected on her journey as she walked through the vibrant art community she had helped create. Her heart swelled with pride as she watched young artists flourish, inspired by her story. She had transformed her dream into a reality,